Hi friends, welcome to your soft yoga flow to relax and create space. This is the perfect gentle yoga practice to do after work, after a long day of sitting, or maybe after travel. We'll practice some slow flowing movements and some deeper stretches. Let's get right into it. We begin our practice sitting cross-legged. You could always sit on some support if you find this helpful. Just make sure you can sit with a tall spine, yet in a very relaxed manner. Maybe resting the hands on the knees or on the thighs, whatever feels comfortable. And then go ahead and close down your eyes. Take a moment to arrive in the space and in your body. Allowing the shoulders to soften back and down. Relaxing the whole face. The forehead, the eyes, relaxing the jaw. Taking a moment to become aware of the natural flow of your breath. And feeling a gentle rise and fall of the chest, a very calm, soothing, natural rhythm of the breath. And then go ahead and take a bit of a deeper breath in through the nose. And gently sigh out through the mouth. Again, inhale through the nose. Let it go. And then inhale through the nose, and at the same time, pull the shoulders up to the ears. At the top, hold the breath, squeeze the shoulders. And at the exhale, open the mouth, drop the shoulders. Twice more. Inhale, pulling the shoulders up. Hold and squeeze. And let it go. One more time. Inhale. Hold it, pause. And let it all go. Good. Join the palms together in front of the heart center. Anjali Mudra, gesture of connecting the mind and the body. And then gently blink the eyes open. Take a moment to clear the gaze. With your inhale, take the arms overside. Give yourself a nice big stretch. With the exhale, bring the hands back together in front of the center. We do it only one more time. Inhale, reach the arms up. Gather loads of breath and energy. And exhale, bring the hands to your heart. Good. Inhale, bring the arms overside, reach up. This time on the exhale, drop the right hand down to the ground and start leaning to the right side. The left arm reaches over your ear. On your inhale, open the chest a little more. And on your exhale, only maybe sink a little deeper into the side bend. Your sits bones are firmly grounded. We take another breath in here. And out. Folding the hand behind the head, bending the elbow. Inhale, open the chest a little more. It's like a small twist. And on your exhale, bring your left elbow towards the right, curling it down, feeling an opening at the upper back. Inhaling, coming back up, opening the chest. And exhaling, curling it down. One more. Inhale, open up. Exhale, round the upper back. Good. Inhale, open up, extend your arm up. And then on the exhale, come all the way up with both hands. Good. Inhale, create more space. And on your exhale, land the left hand reaching to the second side. Dropping the left shoulder, creating space. Inhale here. Exhale. Soft, long breaths in and out. Landing the hand behind the head. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, round forward, right elbow towards the left. Any degree is fine. Inhaling, opening up. Exhaling, rounding. One more. Inhale, open. And exhale, round it forward. Inhale, open, extend the arm up. Exhale, sit up, reach both arms up. One more time, inhale, try and reach the fingertips higher. And then on your exhale, release. Bring your hands underneath the knees, stand the feet up in front of you. And then on your inhale, pull yourself more forward, open the chest, pull the shoulders back. And on your exhale, start rounding the back, rolling towards the tailbone, hanging onto the arms, but keeping the chest a little bit open. And then inhaling, sitting up, trying to lift the chest and the chin, squeezing the shoulder blades. And exhaling, rounding for a cat-like shape in the back. We do this a couple of more times. Inhale, sit up. Exhale, lean back. Inhale, sit up. Exhale, round. Good. On your inhale, sit up. On your exhale, cross the shins. See if you can take a bit of momentum and roll over the feet. Otherwise, find a different way to come into a tabletop position. Bring your hands under your shoulders, knees under hips. You can tuck the toes under to stretch the feet a little. And then come onto the fingertips. Drop in between the shoulder blades and then pull them back and down and then press them apart. Creating big circles with the shoulder blades, all the while keeping the spine straight. Keeping the belly engaged just a little so you're not sagging into a arched back. Yeah, just focusing on isolating the shoulder movement. Doing it the other way around as well. Okay. And then really starting to rounding the back. We're bringing the tailbone down. If this is a lot on the fingertips, you can bring the hands down. Bring the tailbone down, bring the chin down, open up the upper back, breathe into all that space. Good, one more. Good, and then coming back to a neutral spine. Placing the hands down, make sure you have a little bit of space in front of you. We're starting to walk the hands forward for Anahatasana, opening the shoulders wide, allowing the chest to melt down towards the ground. Maybe the chin reaches the floor, maybe the forehead, and if that feels far away, just stay dangling in the air, but try and allow the shoulders to open, the armpits, the chest. Anytime we're staying in a pose, just try and focus on the breath, sending it into all the areas of the body that might feel a little tight today. And finding a very smooth breath. There's no rush, no exaggeration. Good. And then we'll engage the core a little to pull the hips back till the forearms are touching the ground. And then we can slide ourselves forward onto the belly into a small cobra, pointing the toes, engaging the thighs, squeezing the elbows back, inhaling the chest up a little, and exhaling, bringing the forehead down. We do it again. Inhale, cobra, roll up. Exhale, release. One more time, fluidly inhale, roll up. And exhale, release. Good. We tuck the toes under, strong arms. Inhale onto the knees. And now exhale, send the hips back. We'll linger in the child's pose just for a breath. Inhale. And exhale. Keeping the arms nice and long. Inhale, come back onto the knees. And then send the hips back again, but this time up, releasing the knees for downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. First downward facing dog. Just begin to pedal the legs generously, stretching through the soles of the feet, the calves, the hamstrings. Good. Maybe bending the knees generously from side to side, bringing movement into the low back, into the hip joints. You can follow your intuition here. Do anything that feels good. Looking underneath one arm and the other, softening the neck. And maybe for a moment, open the mouth and move the jaw from left to right. Maybe make any faces or stick out the tongue. Just release that tension from the face, release the clenching. And then on your inhale, slowly come forward into a high plank, shoulders over wrists. And on the exhale, bring knees, chest, and chin down to the ground. Your hips stay in the air. We slide forward and through once again for small cobra, pointing the toes. And then on the exhale, tucking the toes, hips back and up, downward facing dog. Good. On your inhale, lift your right leg up into the air for a three-legged dog. And on the exhale, bend the leg. The heel falls towards the bum and the right knee opens up. You can bend the left knee a little more. Try and keep your shoulders leveled. So bring the right shoulder down a little and breathe into the opening of the right groin. Take another full breath here. Enjoy the stretches. Good. And then close the hip again, extend the leg, the toes are pointing down. As you shift the shoulders forward, we step the right foot all the way onto the outside of the right hand. If you didn't land quite there, just walk the foot forward. Bring the left knee down for your lizard pose. Drop the hips a little and take the gaze forward. Now this might be plenty, you can stay here, or there's an option to walk the hands forward. This could be a little bit, this could be a lot. Maybe you have a lot of space today and the forearms are touching the ground, but choose the variation that works for you today. Once again, return to your breath. You can always close the eyes or find a resting point for your gaze to withdraw from the outer stimulation. Taking calm, long breaths. Good, just one more long breath here. Good, and then coming onto the fingertips, hands are back under the shoulders. We walk the right foot in between the hands, and then we start shifting the weight back, lengthening the right leg and walking the hands closer to the body. You can bend the knees more if the floor is far away. See if you can flex the foot. You can always bend the knee a little more. Then lift your heart a little higher. Draw the belly in and only maybe you have space to fold over the front leg, stretching through the back of the leg. Taking a couple of conscious breaths here. You can always adjust the posture to the way you're feeling today. You can stay higher up on the fingertips. Good. Okay, now lift the gaze, look forward, bend the legs, so knee over ankle, hands under shoulders. Tuck the back toes and release the knees, step back into a plank pose. Take an inhale here patiently. And exhale, lower with the knees or maybe without now in a whole piece in one straight line down to the ground. Point the toes, inhale into your cobra. And exhale back into your downward facing dog. Inhaling the left leg up into the air for three-legged dog. Exhaling, bending that leg for scorpion leg. You can bend the right leg a little. Level your shoulders so the left shoulder drops a little. Breathe into the left groin. Feel a stretch at the back of the right leg as well. And then close the hip, extend the leg, toes are pointing down. And then bring the foot all the way to the outside of the left hand. You want to bring the shoulders along. And then walk the foot into position, so knees over ankle, and then grounding the right knee down. Maybe you can drop the hips a little, see what feels good. Stay on the hands, or maybe walk them forward a little, or choose the elbows, whatever feels accessible today. Focus on the opening on the right side, front of the leg, groin, especially if you've been sitting today for quite a bit. That's a good stretch. Take conscious breaths. Good. Now if the hands have been walked forward, bring them back underneath the shoulders. Come into the fingertips and walk the left foot in between the hands, framing the foot with the hands and then pulling the hips back, extending the left leg. Finding a position for the hands, lifting the heart, inhale. And only maybe as you exhale, fold forward just a little more. 3 long breaths. Good. On your inhale, lift the gaze. On the exhale, bend the front leg, place the hands down. On the inhale, step into your plank pose. And on the exhale, lower all the way as you have. You could lower halfway for chaturanga if that feels good today. Inhale, choose your cobra as before. Maybe an up dog is just an option. And exhale, we'll meet in the down dog. Take a big breath in. Maybe side out through the mouth. And then look forward. Start walking in many small steps to the top of the mat. You can take your time for this. And as you arrive, you want to unlock the knees. Let the upper body dangle forward. Maybe grab opposite elbows. You can also walk the feet apart a little if that feels more stable. And then find a gentle sway. Feeling a decompression at the low back. Making sure you release the neck. Taking another soothing breath here. And then release the arms down, bending the knees generously as you draw the belly in and slowly vertebra by vertebra, rolling your way up with a round spine. Taking your time, shoulders, neck, and head come very last. And then you roll them back and down, gaze forward. Good. Take an inhale here. Exhale, bring the chin forward and start rounding forward. We're going back the same way, drawing the belly in, softening the knees, and slowly allowing yourself to roll all the way down. Knees can be super bent. Good. And we come up one more time, bending the knees, rolling up, drawing the belly in, really articulating the spine, shoulders, neck, head. And this time, continue the movement. Reach the arms up above head. Look up to your hands. And on the exhale, bring the hands together in front of the heart and release next to the body. Good. Inhale, once again, reach the arms up. This time, bend the knees as you fold forward all the way. Inhale, half lift, long back. Exhale, step into a plank pose. Take an inhale, take your time. And exhale, choose to lower down with or without the knees all the way or half for your chaturanga variation. Inhale, choose a cobra or an up dog. And exhale, come into your downward facing dog. Take a breath in and a breath out. Inhale, lift the right leg up into the air. Exhale, bend the leg as we have scorpion leg. Inhale, extend, level the hips. And exhale, pull the knee to the chest this time. We're placing the right knee on the ground right next to the right ankle, building up for a half pigeon pose. So right heel comes towards the groin and we push the left leg back. Good. Come into the fingertips, point the back toes and see if you can find a bit of a back bend here. If that feels okay, pull the shoulders back, lift the heart. Option to stay further forward with the hands if the back feels tight. Keeping a bit of activity still in the legs. If you're hovering a little, that's fine. You can also place something underneath your bum. Taking one more full breath. And then slowly starting to walk the hands forward. Maybe coming onto the forearms, maybe you have more space. And you come to lay down all the way, whatever works for you. Make sure your shoulders and your neck can relax. Your hips are level, letting the left hip bone sinking towards the ground a little more, feeling that opening in the right outer hip, the right bum area. And then returning back into stillness, breathing consciously. Wherever you are, take another breath in through the nose. Side out through the mouth. And then bring weight onto the hands, walk them back towards the upper body so you can sit up. We'll lean over to the right side so we can take the left leg around in a big half circle. And then we place the left foot onto the outside of the right knee. We're building up for twisted seat. If that feels a lot, option to extend the right leg out, left leg steps over. See which variation works for you. The right arm hugs around the left leg, helps us to sit up taller. The left arm reaches even higher. And then we twist to the left side, landing the fingertips just softly. No leaning back onto the hand. Just sitting nice and tall. Lengthening the spine on the inhale. And twisting open just a little more on the exhale. 3 breaths. Good. On your inhale, come back to the center, gaze forward. On the exhale, take a soft twist to the open side. To unravel the legs, you can lean onto the fingertips, step the feet in front of you, and we'll do one little activating pose. Hands behind the knees, lifting the heart, and then leaning back to release the toes of the ground. This could be enough for you to practice your balance, or you bring the lower legs parallel to the ground for a bow pose. Hands can stay, or you extend the arms forward, just creating a bit of strength in the center of the body. Keeping the face relaxed, the neck nice and long. We take 3 breaths here. One last breath. Good, and then crossing the shins and seeing if we can roll over the feet or finding another way to come onto hands and knees and then stepping back into downward facing dog. Good. Maybe taking a moment to pedal the legs. And then on the inhale, lift the left leg up. Exhale, bend the leg, open the hip. Inhale, close the hip, extend the leg. And exhale, pull the knee forward, building up for half pigeon pose. Left knee to the left wrist, left heel rather towards the groin, and the right leg pushes back, pointing the toes, coming onto the fingertips. And creating a bit of an opening here. If that feels a lot for the low back, again, option to stay rather forward with the hands. Breathing into this opening. And then slowly starting to walk the hands forward, finding a comfortable position on the forearms or laying all the way down. Maybe resting the head down. Whichever way you can relax into this pose. Coming back to a smooth breath in and out through the nose. Good. And then taking your last breath here, maybe a sigh out through the mouth. And walking the hands back underneath the shoulders. Shifting the weight over to the left, leaning onto the left bum, swinging the right leg around and in front of us for the twisted seat, either with both legs bent, right foot onto the outside of the left knee, or option to extend the left leg out if that feels more accessible. Left arm hugs around, helps us to sit taller. Right arm reaches up even higher, and then we twist on the exhale to the right side. Inhaling, lengthening the spine. Exhaling, pulling the right shoulder back, finding a comfortable position for the neck. And then breathing. Good. On your next inhale, come back to center, gaze forward. On the exhale, take a soft twist to the open side. And then once again, unraveling. This time we extend the legs out in front of us. If you're feeling you're sitting in a very rounded back, that's very natural. Bend your legs a little more so you can lift up through the low back, reach the arms up. And then we hinge forward from the hips, reaching the arms forward. Once you can't go any further, land the hands. Could be the ground, the shin, ankles, feet, whatever works for you. Once again, create a bit more length. And then softly fold over your legs for your forward fold. No need to push or to pull, just work with the breath, feeling its tiny extension on the inhale and that release on the exhale. Yeah, take one more breath here. And then to release, you can extend the arms overhead or press the hand into the ground for a bit more of a supportive way of coming up. And then make sure you have space behind you. We want to bend the legs and extend the arms forward or bring them behind us for help as we slowly roll down on the back, vertebra by vertebra. As we arrive, we take the feet closer so they're really close to the body. Feet are hip distance apart. You press the feet into the mat. Start rolling the hips up and lifting the spine of the ground for shoulder bridge. Now you can stay like this or interlace the fingers at the back, drawing the shoulder blades closer in towards each other. Once again, opening the front body, lifting the pubic bone up to the navel, and really opening up through the chest. Chin comes down towards the chest a little so the neck is nice and long, and then we take expansive breaths. Breathing away any tightness, any resistance in the body and the mind. Last breath. And then come into the tiptoes, release the hands slowly, vertebra by vertebra, make your way down. Walk the feet further apart, let the knees drop towards each other in the center. Place your hands on the upper body in a way that feels soothing and calming. Just take a moment to observe anything that moves within the body, within the mind. And then slowly walk the feet back together, and then pull one knee after the other up to the chest, hug around the shins, rock a bit from side to side, massaging the low back against the ground. Good. Pulling the knees in and releasing a couple of times, lengthening out that low back. And then from here, you want to ground the low back and extend the legs up to the ceiling. You can always bend the knees if that feels tricky. And then extend the arms up as well. Make fists, and we circle the ankles and the wrists towards each other. And then away from each other. Good, and then we give everything a good shake. The hands, the legs, really shake like a little bug that is falling onto its back. Shake, 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 shake. We're doing it a little longer. Good. One more time, shake everything a lot. And then take an inhale. And on the exhale, bring the knees down. Hug around the shins, pull the knees in, and then bring the feet to the ground. I want to offer you two options for the final relaxation. You can stretch out the legs in Shavasana, or you bring the soles of the feet together and let the knees drop away from each other, opening the groins. If this position feels intense, I do not recommend, as we do want to relax, but maybe it does feel good to open through the groins. Arms can be alongside the body, palms can be on the body, or maybe you bring the arms above head in a position that feels comfortable for the shoulders. And just make a decision that allows you to relax in the shape of your body. We take a deep breath in through the nose. And then we sigh it out through the mouth. Letting go of any kind of breath control. Giving in fully into gravity. And allowing ourselves to rest for a couple of moments of silence, of regeneration. very slowly bring your attention back to the breath. Start to deepen the breath to draw yourself back into the body, into this moment. Make small movements back into the fingers, the toes. If you're still in the open shape, use your hands for help to bring the knees together. If you're in Shavasana, stand up the feet on the ground. And bending the knees, we roll onto one side. Just taking a moment to observe how we feel after this asana practice. And then press your hands down into the ground. Slowly come up to sitting mindfully over one side, finding that cross-legged upright seat again. Lengthening the spine. Joining the palms together in front of the heart one more time as a gesture of connecting your mind and your body, and a gesture of appreciation for yourself for having taken the time for your practice, and a gesture of appreciation for the practices themselves. When you're ready, you can slowly open the eyes. Thank you so much for joining me for this soft yoga flow. I hope you feel relaxed. You created a bit of space in the body. Please let me know what you thought about this practice. I love to read your comments and to know what you would like to practice next. I have a new video every week. I also have some beautiful offers for you in the description box below. Yoga retreats, yoga teacher trainings, and some nice resources. So have a look. Let's stay in touch. And I see you in the next video. Have a lovely one.